Hello everyone. Today in this beautiful snowy weather, we will witness camping, woodcutting, fishing and cooking the fish we caught. If you like this kind of videos, sit back, lean back, and enjoy this beautiful video. If you want to fish in such weather, setting up a camp can make your job much more enjoyable. If you are going to camp in snowy weather, it would be better to clear the area where you will camp from snow first. This will allow the inside of the tent to warm up faster. Also, while clearing the snow, definitely do not forget to make a snowman. You can turn everything you do in this life into fun. If you want to learn how to set up a tent, this short guide is enough for you. First, you should choose a flat, stone-free, and water-free area. Putting a blanket on the ground will protect your tent from moisture. You should lay the tent on the ground, connect the poles, and put them through their tunnels. When the setup is complete, you should hammer in the stakes and tighten the ropes to secure the tent. In this way, it will be both wind-resistant and you can have a comfortable night. It would be great to use worms for the fishing we will do. Fish love to eat worms, and we love to eat fish. Of course, it is impossible to manage with a coat if the weather is cold. Therefore, a portable and quick-to-install stove will definitely do the trick. It will both keep you warm and allow you to cook the fish you catch. While our friend is setting up the stove, let me give you a great tip about fishing. The early morning hours are the most productive times for fishing. Fish are more active during these hours when the weather is cool and the water is calm. You should also be patient and avoid sudden movements after throwing the bait into the water. Silence has a greater effect underwater than you think. Remember, the right time and calmness are the keys to big fish. If you carry a saw while camping, you will save yourself the trouble of breaking wood. When choosing trees to use as fuel, please choose trees that have fallen or are about to rot, because unnecessary tree massacre harms both nature and animals. We should always take and spend as much as we need from nature with respect. You should pay attention to these things when fishing in a snowy river. First of all, you should wear warm, waterproof clothes. Since you will be standing in the cold for a long time, it is very important to maintain body heat. The riverbank may be icy. You should be careful of slippery ground and take firm steps. When choosing a fishing rod, you should prefer those with light and sensitive tips, because fish are more cautious in the cold. Finally, using worms or live bait as bait will make your job easier. Nature is beautiful, but you should be careful. It's snowing again. I wouldn't trade fishing in this view for anything. Sometimes if you want to experience something beautiful, you have to endure something painful. If you want to experience the beauty here, you have to endure the cold too. The rule of nature is simple. You get value for what you pay for. Lighting a fire is one of the first steps of civilization. If you go camping one day, you should have matches, a lighter, or a flint with you. But you should definitely pay attention to this. You should either light the fire in a stove or surround it with stones. None of us want to cause a forest fire. Of course, it will not always be possible to catch the fish you want. It may be beneficial to have something else to eat with you. Cold weather takes the fight against nature to the next level. That's why you should start with your clothing selection. You should wear thermal underwear, waterproof boots and gloves, because a frozen finger can't even hold your fishing rod. If there is ice or frozen ground on the riverbank, you should definitely take careful steps and, if possible, use an ice axe or a baton. Fish move less during this season, so you should be patient when you cast the bait into the water. Using live bait or strong-smelling baits makes your job easier. You should also head to deeper and slower-flowing areas of the water, because fish usually hide there. Remember, fishing in winter is not only about skill, but also being prepared for nature. If you act with the right equipment and the right strategy, you can catch big fish even in an icy river. It was time to light a fire. We definitely had to taste this beautiful river fish. If you are going to cook fish on a campfire, don't miss this tip. Before you put the fish on the fire, you should lightly salt its skin and put some lemon on it. This will both increase its flavor and prevent the fish from falling apart. If you are cooking it on a grill or on a stone, the fish should be skinned side down and not turned until it is cooked. This way, the inside will not lose its juices and the outside will be crispy. And most importantly, you should not put the fish directly on the flame, but on the embers. This will both reduce the smoke taste and ensure that the inside is cooked completely. These small details make a big difference for a delicious fish pleasure in nature. Pouring butter on the fish will make it taste much better. The way to increase the flavor of the fish is definitely to increase the added value. Look at the beauty of this fish. It was cooked wonderfully, and there is definitely no food without labor. In today's world, we can buy anything we want and have what we want from our neighborhood market without any labor. That's why hunting and eating what we catch, which revives our primitive life, always excites me. Maybe it makes me happy to look back at the past of mankind. If you like this kind of content, you should definitely check out my channel and subscribe. If you give me a like to support me, it would make me very happy. Write your thoughts and ideas in the comments. I can definitely get back to you. I hope to see you in another video, friends. Take care of yourself. Goodbye.